Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. I said a pox perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. I said a pox perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Yeah, yeah. One more time now. Yeah, yeah. Hey. Lord, thank you for another opportunity to be with your children. Thank you for blessing me, Father, to be able to do another podcast video, Lord. Thank you for dwelling amongst me. And I ask, Lord, as I sit with your children, that you would use me, Lord, and that you would guide my speech, guide my thoughts, Father. Please be in the midst of me. Please get out to your children what it is you would love for them to take away from this, Father. And more than anything, please let your spirit rest upon us. I ask that you would bless the one listening and watching, that you would bless their families, that you would bless their minds, their hearts, Lord, that you would heal wounds, that you would heal broken hearts, that, Lord, you would just strengthen and encourage your children, Father. And I ask that you would just let your love pour out on them freely, that they may feel your presence and know you are here and that you love them and that you care about them, Lord. And so thank you so much for all your blessings that you've given us. And thank you for being so faithful to us and for abiding with us, Lord. And so, Father, please just sit with me as I speak and share my stories. And it is in Jesus' name we give thanks and pray. Glory be to God. Amen. So hello, babes. Welcome back. I know I said a pox perspective is what we're gonna see tonight, but it is morning, y'all. It is 5 a.m. And basically, you remember how like a couple of weeks ago I was telling y'all how like I had this bad headache and I went back to sleep and woke up? Basically the same now. So let me give you the rundown. I said this on the Real Bible Stories, but y'all, it is Shark Week, okay? And the shark do be sharking though. She do, baby shark do. But right now I feel like a mama shark and a grandma shark all in one. Okay. But for that reason, I got some new sayings for y'all. So when we're peaches and greens, when everything is great, we're gonna say we're the dandelions. Because I was telling the Lord last week, I'm like, Lord, why couldn't I just keep the bees? Lord, why you got me on this path? But obviously I want to be here. In hindsight, the Lord knows, like if he moved me up out of here to keep the bees, I'd be so sad. But he told me, he was like, you want to keep some bees? All right, we're gonna keep some bees. So y'all, when we are not feeling our best self, we are gonna say we are the bees. I'm gonna greet y'all and I'm gonna say, hey bumblebees, what's up? But when we feeling good in the hood and everything going right, we the dandelions, okay? We just blowing in the wind. So bumblebees, hello, how are you? And this is just gonna be our code name, okay? And I don't think I'm ever gonna explain this again. It's just that the ones who will know, they will know. If you come across this video, this is your signal, okay? You've been stamped and sealed as an official dandelion and bumblebee, okay? Hello, I am your keeper. The Lord keeps us all, okay? But yes, welcome to your safe space. Welcome home. So, to get along and mosey on, are you ready for the word of the week? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm trying to give you the energy that I have, okay? Are you ready? Okay, your word of the week is immaculate. Say it with me. Immaculate. Immaculate. Okay, immaculate. It is an adjective, and it says in parentheses, especially of a person or their clothes, perfectly clean, neat, or tidy. So the sentence I gave you, my mom walked into church looking immaculate in her Sunday best. My pastor literally told her that, okay? He was encouraging her and pumping her up, and he told her she looked immaculate. And we were like, oh, immaculate. And you know, I am a fan of the big word, so I wanted the big word, okay? So yes, that is your sentence for the week. Shout out to my mommy, my babe, because she do be looking immaculate on Sundays, okay? Because you got to be dressing up for your man. You got to go to church and still give it, okay? You got to give it to the Lord. You got to give it to serve them looks, okay? Let's get into it. So if you are back for another week, this will make sense because this ties into the card story, because it picks up on parts of South by Southwest that I cut out of that video. I'm gonna run it back down in this video because I just felt like it was more fitting to do it like that. But if not, if this is your first video or if you're catching these out of order, I would suggest you go and listen to Kicking It with Card or watching that one, because it kind of helps clear up some things. But if you don't want to and you just want to pick it up from here, go watch that one after this and maybe it'll make more sense for you. But so tonight we're talking about DPR Live, and I know y'all, well, if you don't remember, there was this person who was like, stop saying Korean artist names. Tonight we're talking about Dabin Hong, okay? We're talking about my boyfriend. I forgot to say it last week, but Matthew is my boyfriend. J-Self, he's my boyfriend. I gotta be a little yandere with him, okay? He did not know he was my man, but he my man. He didn't want to be my man, but he my man. And so tonight we're talking about my man Dabin, okay? The love of my life. But disclaimers before I get into the story, you know, and I wanted to say this last week, and I'm really, I guess, gonna talk more in depth about it in a couple of more episodes. But you know, all these people that I talk about and, you know, I tell y'all be taking me out, know first and foremost, like, I don't say it a lot, but their lyrics is really what drew me to them as a group. You know, music for me, it is all about the lyrics. Like, it is much deeper than just a nice beat. It is what you're saying to me, you know, like, what are you actually talking about? And like DPR Live, he was one of the ones, to me, like, he really had a bunch of great songs. And at the time when I was in college and stuff, he just really had some music that helped me get through it, you know, helped me calm down, helped me just jam out and be like, you know what? Yes, thinking to myself, I'm just gonna think it to myself. But anyways, also remember, like I said, we'll get into that more in a couple of more episodes, because I really just want to go in depth and talk to y'all about that. But I wanted to staple it in here because I know I really don't say it much, but above all else, like, if they didn't have songs and lyrics that like helped me out in some form of fashion, or really just, you know, encouraged me, because to be fair, just right don't really, it gives you the motivation saying you're just right, but you get the point. Like, okay, hopefully you get the point, okay? Because if you do, and if you don't, anyways, also remember that in all these stories that I tell, you know, like, yes, I'm talking about my experiences and things that happen, but that in no shape or form means that you should go get validation from other people. I am a firm believer that like validation comes from the Lord first and then yourself, because that's what's most important, that you validate yourself, that you affirm yourself, because people can validate and unvalidate you real quick if you change your socks from pink to green. And so just always be careful and know that you are beautiful because you are beautiful on the inside. And you know, having beauty on the outside, it's just fleeting. If you don't have no substance on the inside, what is beauty? It's just vain, okay? And so, you know, just Know you are beautiful and know your worth, because you know who you are internally and not externally, and just above all else, just trust and believe in yourself. If you want to go to a concert, if you want to have an experience, go and have it. Go and encounter those things, Don't sell yourself short. Don't talk down on yourself. Go and have fun and live your life. Go and interact with other cultures, with other people, Don't let the media and other people's perceptions make you so afraid of exploring things for yourself, because not everybody's story and situation will be the same. And who knows, maybe the Lord may place favor on you that he hasn't placed on anybody else, and maybe he wants you to experience things in a different way from other people. And that's also something we'll get into on the last episode. But just before I get into my 5 minutes of fame and rage and say all the things I want to say and gush about my love for this man, I just really want you to understand, yeah, we're doing this and we're having fun, but it is still important for me that outside of all these experiences, you're beautiful and you're loved, okay? Just know that. And so now that I'm off my soapbox for that, remember also, don't let these men talk you out of your big girl panties, okay? That's our staple. Keep the big girl panties on, bro. Keep them on. So, Dabin Hong, another one that just put me in the most disrespectful of chokeholds, and we didn't even ask for it, but it is we are thriving and surviving out here. And so if you, if you didn't catch last week's, if you did, we're gonna talk about South by Southwest again and that atrocious experience. This is the part 2 or 1, depending on how you look at it. So while I'm at South by Southwest, y'all, the time we got there, I'm gonna say we got there at 12, around the areas between 12 and 1. So from 12 and 1 to 7, we were standing outside just waiting there, okay? So I think I said all of this, or I don't know if I cut this out of the video. So what was happening at South by Southwest that was making me mad is that people had these passes, and because they seen how long, this was a massive long line to get into this show to see, DPR Live and Juno Flow and Card perform. And it was another group that I wanted to see them perform too, and I can't freaking remember their names, and I'm gonna have to look it up. But all of them are performing. We are all trying to get in. First of all, the show is behind, okay? Juno Flow was supposed to start at 6:30. Here it is 7:30, and he's just now getting on the stage. I completely missed his performance. I didn't even get to see it. And as the line is moving up, it is starting to become nighttime, okay? Because this is back when the sun sets at 8:30 or whatever, and so it is quickly ticking from day to night. And so as you saw in that video with Card, if you've watched the video with Matthew running through the line, I was in that video, which is why I posted the video. I don't know if I made that clear, but I was in that video, and it was night. We were out there at night, trying to get in, and Card hadn't went yet, thank the Lord. But yeah, we were out there. We were wondering if we were gonna get in, and it was just a crazy experience. And so as the line is moving up, there's talks that these people are not gonna let us in the concert, because apparently the venue, it was like a inside outside venue. I absolutely hate this place, bro. I ain't ever got to go back here a day in my life. South by Southwest ruined a lot for me, and it was just too much. But as we're going up in the line, they are talking about not letting any more people in, because they have these clickers and they're counting 1,000 people in and out. And like I say, all these people with these passes are coming in, and that frustrated me too, because these people with these passes are walking in like they are VIP, but these people were pretentious, y'all. They didn't want to, if they wanted to see the artist and if they really wanted to go to support them, I'd have been okay, fine, cool. I'm not gonna get to to see this concert because, you know, I just, there was no more standing room. But y'all, a lot of these people, they didn't even know what K-pop, K-hip-hop was. They didn't know who these people were. You know, like, they were being very judgmental and very rude. And I hate to say this, bro, because it is, white people, I love y'all, okay? I really do. I love white people. But it was a lot of white people up in there who did not know nothing about nothing. And it was just so frustrating because the way they were in there trying to own the space, like they were just about it, but they were not about it. And I'm like, all these people who are about it, all of these Caucasians in the line with us that want to see DPR live, and y'all are out here ruining it for the class, bro. I was pressed. I was big pressed. And so even when we were standing there, I was talking to my former friend, and I was just really, really sad. And I didn't want to leave because she was like, well, what do you want to do? Like, you want to leave? You want to stay? And I was like, I want to stay. Like, if there's any chance that I'm going to get in here, I want to stay. And y'all, this was the first concert that I was seriously scared about and worried about, because DPR Live was the whole reason I wanted to go to South by Southwest. If I knew I was going to see any artist, it was him. It was BY and it was DPR Live. Like, I had to see them, you know? And when we were walking up closer to, you know, trying to get into the building, y'all, my heart was just crushed into pieces, because the first thing I hear, like, I am right here, and literally on the opposite side, a few feet away from me, all I hear is DPR with gang gang. And y'all, I am literally about to cry. And so there was people at the door, and there was some more guards a little bit away from the door, and they were asking us, you know, like, where we come from, what are we doing there? And I was telling them how, you know, I was going to school in San Antonio. I was a music major, which was one of the reasons I was really excited to be there, because, you know, I love music. And they were like, come on through, you know, come on. They were letting us through the line. But then when we got closer to the door, we heard the security guards talking about doubling the prices. And last week I was like, I ain't got the money like that. But even if I had the money like that, who are you to just double my pay because you think you can? Like, people really be out here trying to rip you off. And the worst part about it, it was black people at the door. So do better, which is why I say there's good white people in this world and there's bad white people. And no, like, people, because we don't wrestle against people, okay? But just know, like, there is people out of every race. You can see the good in them, and you can see the not so good in them, okay? So don't think just because another person has your skin tone that they necessarily mean you good, because I wanted to lay that man out for that. I was like, how dare you come up in here and try to take my hard-earned college dollars? Because I was working at a college job then, so I was like, do you know how it is to struggle for $750? I don't even think I got $750. I was still out here rocking the $725. So when we get up there and we're at the door, and I'm side-eyeing this man because I'm mad at him, I hear DPR and his song says, and y'all, I just get so sad. Like, if crying was a person, she would have looked like me, because I was just devastated. Like, I think the worst feeling in this world, one of the worst feelings I ever had in this world, was that moment, because there is literally a wall blocking. I am right here. My boyfriend is behind this wall rapping, and I can hear one of my favorite songs being played. And so it was one of those things where, you know, I was really upset, and I was praying. I was like, Lord, please, like, move on, part this Red Sea for me, Lord. Like, I need you today, right now, immediately, to do this thing for me. And the Lord had mercy. He heard me, okay? He heard my cry. And y'all, literally, your girl was I was tearing up. Like, if I wouldn't have gotten that concert, I would have went home and probably cried all night. Like, that was how devastated I was, because once again, I really wanted to see him. I know I'm gonna hop off of it, but I just want you to understand, think about your absolute favorite. You want to see them, and they literally rapping or singing, and there's like a thin wall covering you. You're right there. You're like 5 feet from walking in the door, bro. Worst feeling forever. South by Southwest will never disrespect me like that again. My heart cannot take any of it. And so This also comes after I told y'all about, the friend who didn't let me cut or whatever. And so this guy, it just so happens like 5 people walk out, right? So this guy clicks in, me, my friend, and a couple of other people, and we get in there. And y'all, I am just happy. And so there's so many people up in here. So this is the front and like this is the back. And so we're somewhere like right here in the middle towards the back. But it's really, really hot. Like I said, there's a lot of bodies of people pressed up against us. And like, they are not singing or dancing. They're just standing there, and it is sweaty, bro. It is sweaty. And so this was one of the times, and I didn't, so as you can see, obviously I didn't post no photos for South by Southwest because it was one point in my life where I did not feel, and especially that night, I did not feel like I was pretty at all. I felt gross. I was high. I hadn't ate, and it was also Shark Week then too, and I hadn't ate, and I just felt really gross and disgusted. And I had on these jeans that had these cuts along my thighs. I had on this girdle because I was like, let's suck the tummy in, all right? And I had on this shirt. It was a really pretty outfit. I had blue hair. I just didn't feel pretty. I think I have a picture of my blue hair that I can post so y'all can at least see how the hair was looking. But yeah, I was really pretty. I just didn't feel pretty. So anyways, get in there. I see DPR live and I see Christian and I am immensely happy, bro. I don't care. I could literally been at the door. I could have been right there at the door, and I was just so happy to see them. Like, I don't know, Christian, I knew about him when he was in C Clown, okay? And when I heard about him starting the DPR regime with Dabin and Scott and, Cream and Clyde, all of them, I was just really happy. I was happy to hear about it. And so just seeing them after all this time, after they have grown and after they have invested and like worked hard for themselves, it was just such a great feeling. And like I say, I was just so happy to even be in that room. I didn't even care I was at the back, bro. I was just happy to be there with them and to see them. And so, they did some songs, and like I say, I was just happy. I think I did cry when I finally got in there and saw Dabin. Like, I know I said it last week that I was gonna rage about him and my love for him, but y'all don't understand. That man makes me soft. It is so crazy because I don't know what it is, but he just makes, do you have an artist like that? Like, he just makes you soft. Like, you just like, dang, if I could, me and my friend have this saying, and it's like, if I could wrap you in bubble wrap and feed you donuts, that's how I feel about DPR. Like, I just want to wrap you up. You're precious, okay? Like, don't ever change. Just, yes. So he sings, to thinking to myself, and right here, right now. And he performed a few more songs. I can't really remember which other ones. Laputa, I believe. And y'all, just some more songs, okay? It was such a long time ago. I can't remember every song he played at the photo set. I'm so sorry, forgive me, but I do still love him. But so anyways, see him it as well. Of course, after I see him, we crash and burn really, really quickly and really, really fast. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna even talk about it. No. We crashed really, really quickly, really, really fast. And if you know, I had to eat the ice cubes at the Jack and Coke because my belly was like not having it. And so I forgot to explain. So we were in the back for DPR Live, but when we went to sit, I had to sit down. And so there was a standing part, but then you could walk up and like sit on the rooftop or stand, or you could go and like sit in this room area. And so we actually did end up sitting down in there. And like people were just kind of hanging out and chilling. The setup was nice, bro, but the amount of people that was in there doing literally nothing was not nice, okay? Bathrooms packed out, people just standing there. It was just a lot of body heat, okay? And point is, once again, if you're gonna be doing anything all day and you're gonna be like out in public, eat. Before you do anything, eat, okay? Fill your tummy with food. And so after that, that's when we were able to move to like this side view instead. We were much closer, and it was off to the side. And that's how I got like such closer photos and videos of Card, because we were a whole lot closer there than what we were on the backside. But once again, there was some pretentious people standing behind us, throwing ice, yelling, cheering, not even knowing what was going on. It was a time to be alive. Once again, I will never go back to South by Southwest. I don't ever desire to go there, okay? Never again. That was too much in the space of time that we were even there, and it just stressed me out. It was such a horrible encounter. It was one of the worst experiences I have ever had. And they lucky I saw DPR live, or I would have wrote the city of Austin and been like, listen, I'm suing you for pain and suffering. And so yes, see them, life carries on, right? A couple of years later, DPR Live is coming back to Houston, Texas. Once again, when anybody wants to show up in Texas, I'm for it, because it's like y'all don't want to give Texas the love y'all say y'all do. Y'all don't want to love Texas like that, especially back then. Now Texas is getting more love, but trying to get a K-hip-hop or K-pop anything in Texas, what your love is a 1 in a million. That's how them concerts feel, okay? And so DPR Live is coming to Houston. And so at this time, I have a friend who is head over heels for Christian. So she wants to go and see Christian. And so, of course, I want to go and see Dabin, because it's Dabin. But anywho's, the plan was for me and this friend to link up and for us to see the concert together in Dallas. But then I ended up deciding, okay, I'm not gonna go to Dallas, I'm gonna go to Houston, because I was living in Houston, so it was easier for me to access the ticket. No, I was living at home. How did this happen? At the time, I was not. I was still living in Jasper, yes. And my grandma, though, she stays in Humble. And so I went to stay with her for this concert. And I just decided it would be easier and closer to go to the Houston one over the Dallas one, because my grandma is in Houston, like less distance to drive, whatever. So at this point, when I was trying to get the tickets, there was a VIP was sold out for Houston. And so I was really bummed out, because I was waiting on this girl to get my tickets. But because I waited so late and I thought she was going to get a ticket, she didn't. And so I was really sad, because I was like, dang, you know, like I'm not going to get to meet him. But it was one of those things where at least I'll still get to go to the concert, and I'd rather see DPR live than to not see him at all. And so I got an outfit attached, but once again, this is one of those years in my life where I just did not feel confident in myself. And so, you know, I put on this cute outfit. Y'all, it was cute. It was really cute. My mom, she had curled my hair before the event, and she had curled my hair and all the shebang. And when I went to go see my friend, she was staying at like this Airbnb close to the concert venue. And so y'all, I go and I see my friend, and she ends up surprising me with these VIP tickets. And I am talking about, if crying was a person, once again, she's me. Like, I am bawling my eyes out. You know, I'm so happy. I couldn't believe it, because I wasn't expecting her. She gave me her tickets, and I wasn't expecting her to give me her VIP tickets, you know. And I just felt so great, because she knew how much that, you know, I had loved this artist and like how I was really into his music. And so for her to bless me with those tickets, like, it is something that I'll never forget. And that's why you need to be grateful for everybody that the Lord blesses you with, and everybody that the Lord, you know, causes you to encounter. Because me and the girl, we are no longer friends, but I will forever be grateful to her for that, because to me, that was an act of love. That was an act of deep love. I've never had anybody do anything like that for me. And so that made me appreciate her in more ways than I could ever explain, you know. And so I get in the line and I'm waiting to see him, y'all. And like, I'm nervous. I don't know what it is I'm gonna say. I'm trying to remember my name, you know, the whole 15 yards. And so when I get in front of him, finally, you know, we get in the concert venue, the line is walking up. And so K-hip-hop concerts are kind of like K-pop concerts in the form of like, well, do you remember when I was telling y'all about BTS, how, you know, we waved at them and we took the picture, or how I went to BY and I took the picture? Same format. We got the hug DPR live. I don't know if everybody got to hug him. I got a hug. I'm pretty sure he did, because a lot of girls in my section got a hug. But y'all, when I was walking up to him, I had like 1,000,001 things racing in my mind. And one thing I can remember is thinking like, man, I hope he don't think like I'm just really fat and ugly, you know, because I can't see past anything but my body weight, you know. And I have discredited myself a lot because of the fact that like I have been a bigger girl. And my mom, she's always like, even though you were big, you were pretty. But in my mind, it's just the weight, okay? But yes, I was still very pretty. Anywho's, I see this man and yo, I am about to cry, and like my voice is breaking in front of him, and he's like, don't cry, don't do that. He's like, come here, bring it here. Y'all, this man hugged me. He was like, yeah, come here, come give me love. And y'all, I gave the love, okay? The love was given, it was given, it was given. And like I say, that was also one reaction from me that just will forever leave me soft. Y'all, he gave me a freaking hug, bro. He is the only artist I've ever hugged. And so Dabin is my boyfriend because he gave me a hug. He gave me love, all right? He showed your girl some love. And he was just really sweet and soft. And I love his personality. Yes. So take a picture with him, right? Go, and we're in the crowd. So this is another standing concert. I got on tennis shoes for this though, thank the Lord. Like, I am out here thriving and surviving. And so DPR live, he comes out on stage, and at first they are doing like a Q&A for the people who got in for I think VIP and early access. Bro, I remember they asked them like what kind of vegetables would they be if they could be a vegetable. I remember the question, but I don't remember most of their answers. This concert happened in 2018. And so, yeah. And so, I remember there was one point in time where, so there was one point in time where we were like listening to one of their answers, and for whatever reason, this girl in my section screamed out, and bro, all of them looked at us, and I was like, send me to heaven. It's so funny because it goes back to what I tell y'all. Like, I always be like, Lord, I want attention, and like, I want to stand in front of your sons, Lord, and be confident and be tough and like poke my chest out. And the minute I'm giving any attention, I'm like, take it all away, take it all away, turn the lights off, don't look this way, don't give me nothing. And so they start, right? They start the show, and y'all, DPR Live has some really great songs. Like, one of my favorite songs from DPR Live is Cheese and Wine. You didn't expect that answer, did you? It is Cheese and Wine. I really love Text Me, okay? Jasmine is really nice too. And I also like Playlist. Playlist is a really, really nice song. Right Here, Right Now, okay? Movie Shoot, even though I know, you know, like, he's featured with other people. Point is, okay? He has some really great songs. And I think one of the reasons, more than anything, why, do y'all hear that thunder? Hello. Okay. One of the reasons why I really wanted to see him is because, you know, he was talking about how he was gonna go on tour, you know, and be worldwide. And to see him actually do it, it was just impressive because, you know, he rapped about what it was that he wanted in life, and I watched this man pursue what it was he wanted. Oh, and I didn't say this, but and once again, he don't remember this. It's so funny telling stuff that like people won't ever remember, but you remember because it happened for you. Of course it was special for you, but for them, it's so many people they talk to, so they probably won't ever even think two thoughts about it. But I have the memory. And so I was working this job, it was called Icy New York, and I was working it at this mall in Houston in the Woodlands. Very nice place. Anywho's, one morning I snuck to the bathroom because Dabin was doing a live. And so y'all, I got on his live and I was typing to him in like the comments, and he was responding back to me. And it's so crazy because I never had, you know, you get on lives and you expect people to talk to you, but you don't always get seen. It's like they see every comment above yours, below yours. But once again, it's so many people in the chat, I can understand it probably gets overwhelming. But he was like playing these songs, and I was asking him what the songs were. He would turn the camera to show like what the song was. He sing some of the song, and y'all, I don't know, it was just sending me that he was responding to me, you know, because like I say, I was so like head over heels for Dabin. I can't even lie to you, okay? That man is my boyfriend. Like he was top tier for a long time. And so, you know, I was just really fond of him. And so seeing him, it meant so much more to me because, you know, he was the first person whose lives I ever watched and who I really like wanted to hear what he had to say, you know. And so it was just really great to be able to see him and to see like not only them, but like I say, the whole story of DPR and how they got founded and how they have rose to be so successful, you know, and how they have created this beautiful like empire, and they've chased their dreams and they've done it together, you know, as a family and as friends. And to me, it's just so beautiful what they have and what they've done. And so yes, if you cannot tell, I am a fan. I am such a fan of theirs. And you know, even like when they were on stage and they were doing yes Lord, when they were on stage and they were doing playlists, you know, Christian was dancing with Dabin, and that was like, to me, that was one of the best things I had ever seen at a concert, you know, even from Klein out here dancing with the Pikachu and his Texas cowboy hat. It was just amazing. It's so funny to see artists come to Texas and they either want to wear a cowboy hat or they want to go to Whataburger, okay? Because you can't get more Texas than that. Like, those are our staples. I'll never forget, I went to a place to eat in Colorado and I was asking them if they had sweet tea, and they were like, that's not a us thing, that's a Southern thing. And I was like, how dare you? How dare you in front of my steak? But y'all, the point is, Dabin performs and I'm at the front close to the barricade, and you know, it's one of those concerts where I really enjoyed the music and everything else, but this concert particularly, you know, it was one of those concerts where I felt really insecure about myself because once again, I know that I am big, and in my mind, because I am like a big black fan, my value as a person is decreased compared to all these smaller girls out here, you know, or whatever. And like I say, I had been told a lot in my life, basically how, you know, like Korean artists and Korean people just do not get down and vibe with black people. And so at this concert, though I was really happy to see, you know, DPR live, I was going through my own things internally. And, you know, I just, now thinking back on it, I wish I would have enjoyed it so much more and worried less about how I perceive myself, because I was so caught up in my own insecurities that it took away from me getting to enjoy this man that I wanted to see, that I have wanted to see for so long, you know, because I was afraid that they would reject me, you know, and I was afraid that like I would just be cast to the side because of my looks, you know. And so just be mindful, man, when you go to these concerts. Like, you're going to have a great time above anything else. Like, it doesn't matter how you, if you put on a great outfit and you look good, like, that's the end of the discussion. Stop overthinking stuff, you know, like, stop being so hard on yourself. But every song he sang, I yodeled too. That's why I'm glad y'all do not get to hear my voice, because they probably like, who is a music major? She ain't the way she yodeling. But y'all, I yodeled to the high heavens. It was such a fun concert, from the DJing, okay, to, like I say, them dancing around on stage, them having a great time. It was really fun to watch them interact with the crowds and with each other. And like I say, the greatest thing for me, it was seeing his success. And I don't know, maybe that's a weird thing, but I am a fan. I love watching people chase their dreams. If you chase your dream and you are successful and you actually work hard to like earn what it is you want, I have respect for you. Like, I have mad respect for you. And so DPR across the whole board, I have respect for them, because they work so hard to get, you know, where they are. And they've been nothing, from what I know, okay? From what I know, they've been nothing but sweet and kind, you know, and in their pursuits of everything, they never lost who they were. And so it was really, really nice to just get to see this guy that I've looked up to. And like I say, his personality, from what I know, he's so sweet, you know, he's so kind of caring. They all are. And yeah, like, it was a really great concert. Like I said, I did not expect to get VIP. I did not expect to get up there and to be so close to them. You know, I was really, really happy. And so there was no scandalous moments this time, okay? I behaved. I put it away for this concert. More than anything, I just felt like a little girl that had a crush. You know, I was really shy. I was really timid at this concert. And this is not the only concert, because I got one more to talk about where I was just shy, okay? I was very shy. It was like I couldn't even say hi. You know, I was just really in my shell. But despite that, it was a really great time, and I wouldn't have changed it for a world. And honestly, even if I could go back again, I would choose to still experience the concert and everything in between in the way I did, because looking back on it, like, there was some rough moments, but I really feel like I learned some things in it, you know. And like I say, more than anything, to have a hug from Dabin, that was my highlight from that concert, because he was just so kind and so sweet, you know, and he was there for us, you know, and like, I could feel his love for us. And so I do want to include this video though.
Imagine the day they see you again, and you are just, well, better.
Wake up, filthy.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, in hindsight, I really love that it happened the way it happened, because, you know, I'm talking about on the perspective, but the real Bible stories growing up. And I grew up, you know, I grew up, but mentally I grew up. And so it felt really nice to like take such a moment in time where I got to meet my favorite, but I wasn't feeling my best, and then compare it to when I do feel my best and how I have grown up and just, yeah, continue to persevere. So yeah, as I'm drawing this to a close, I just want to tell you, man, yeah, I was 316 pounds. Not when I saw Dabin. When I saw them, I really don't know how much I weighed, but I know we were a hefty girl, okay? We were still beautiful though. Ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. But you know, I was bigger than what I am. And it was just, I was going through a lot of things mentally and emotionally. And like I say, really, their music helped me cope. And it was one of those things where, you know, I had a hard time in life with my mentalities, you know, trying to finish college and then just not being where I wanted to be in life. I had some very unhappy times where I was really unhappy, but, you know, I gained all that weight throughout the course of like 4, 5, 6 years. And when I really decided to change my life, you know, one thing I wanted to work on was working out, losing weight, living better, feeling better, and, you know, just be encouraged. I'm not saying, and I won't say that like surgery may not be for you, because I don't know your situation, but I had always decided, well, I had always knew that even if I contemplated surgeries, I wanted to do it naturally. I wanted to lose the weight naturally because, you know, you get these surgeries and they restrict you on what you can eat, or they have to cut you open to put these things inside of you. And I am not a fan of nobody sleeping on no sleeve or lap band over any part of my body and like closing me up. I don't know. I just feel like things can go wrong. Things can go wrong, and it's gonna take you too long to get to that area of where it's going wrong at. And that just, it's a worry in itself. But you know, like I say, there are probably a lot of safer options out here where you can do it. But outside of the surgeries going wrong, I just wanted to teach myself how to live and eat right and live right without having to sacrifice or compromise. Because now, if I want to eat a whole box of cookies, I'm gonna eat a whole box of cookies, bro. Okay, I may be hella mad at myself when I get on that elliptical the next day. And there's this trainer that me and my two besties we do, and her name is Sydney, and she will take it out of me. But you better believe, if I have poured down sweat with Sydney and I want a bottle of ice cream, I'm gonna eat that whole bottle of ice cream, okay? If I want a double cheeseburger with chili cheese fries, what am I gonna eat? That burger with chili cheese fries, all of it, okay? I'll slap some lettuce on that burger, it'll be all right. But really, just, you can do this. If you're contemplating losing weight, you know, and really anything you're contemplating doing in life, just go for it, believing you can do it. You know, pray to God, ask him to give you strength and to guide you, because like I say, in all these concerts, the Lord truly gave me what I wanted. I wanted to be, yes, you did, Lord. You really did. You really, really did. I wanted to be close to these artists, you know, and have these experiences and stuff. And, you know, when I got close to them, I felt really insecure about myself, and I couldn't enjoy them like I would have wanted to enjoy them. But I'm still so grateful that I even got to enjoy them on the level I did, and to see them and to share that moment in time with them. Because like I tell y'all, it's always so incredible to me when two cultures can come together and have like one common ground, one common love, one experience, you know, and you just vibe with each other and you feel good vibing with each other. And so I was very happy that they came to Texas. I was very happy that I got to see the whole crew. Dabin is my boyfriend, but so is Christian, okay? Christian is my boyfriend too. Scott, he my boyfriend. He seem a little rowdy, but he my boyfriend, okay? Cream, that's my man. No, they're really not, okay? Only Dabin is my boyfriend. Only Dabin is my boyfriend, all right? Christian, he's my almost, what's that song say? Goodbye, my almost lover. He's my almost lover. That's what Christian is. But it's Dabin. That's my man's, okay? And yes, I'm gonna keep saying his name, so back up off of me, because if I want to call him Dabin, I'm gonna call him Dabin, all right? I don't see him complaining about it. Please don't ever complain about it, because I'm giving you what I got. But yes, friends, so that was another K-hip hop concert that I got to go to. And like I say, honestly, it's really fun. And what I really love about K-hip hop concerts, and I'll dive more into this next time, but you know, at K-pop concerts, before they come on stage, they have some music that's like dooms, dooms, you know, like they just kind of have background noise, you know, playing, or they have the artist songs playing. But at K-hip hop concerts, they have a DJ like spinning them tracks, like, you know, we be in the party, we like the party, hey, like we be partying, you know, it'd be like a little party and a little dance. So it was really nice to just be able to dance and vibe out with them, and to just enjoy life and have a moment of listening to music with these great dudes, man. And so I encourage you, go listen to DPR live. Go listen to DPR and go listen to all of them, okay? Just listen to them, see what it is they have to offer. I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. Another song that I really love, it's from Live and Sick K. It's called Have a Little Fun. I really love that song, okay? It's a really nice song. And also, I don't want to say it wrong, EUNG freestyle. That is a good one too, because if I'm butchering stuff, I'm not gonna butcher that. I'm gonna save myself and just spell it out. But that is good too, and I really feel like that was one of the things that put like DPR on the map, because that song was all over YouTube. I mean, that song was playing on every ad on YouTube at the time, and that was how I ended up backdooring back to them. And I was like, oh, but yes, yeah, we're not gonna touch that one with Simple Poe. But no, I was very impressed. But if you did enjoy, please kiss me with the like button. Please comment and tell me your favorite DPR song from any of them. Tell me your favorite songs. Have you gotten to see them? Have you gotten to interact with them? Okay, now I'm really in love with Neon, because You Kisses Make Me Go. I actually did a photo set to Neon, and it's one of my favorite photo sets actually. But yes, Neon is the song. It is slaptastic, okay? No Blueberries is also slaptastic, because I like no blueberries in my ice cream cake. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I sang that song a whole week for no reason. Just walking around the house. I like no blueberries. Nobody said nothing about no blueberries. But it was just in my head. So tell me your favorite song. Please subscribe to the channel. I have more content on the channel. Please, yeah, talk to me. Let me know. How are you feeling? How is it going in the land of the living? But yeah, let me know your favorite songs. I hope I could give you the giggles and the energies, okay? It is really, really early, and fumes is what we running on, okay? And I can't wait to go and lay my head back down. But I told the Lord if he got me up, I would indeed do my podcast. And so I have did my best to give it to you how I got it to give to you. But no, like I say, the songs are really great. And you know, the DPR live concert, the Coming to You live, it was a great concert. It was a great experience. Like I say, even despite all my insecurities, you know, I've never got to hug an artist, only Dabin. So that's why he's my boyfriend, because he gave me a hug. You know, he gave me a hug. He talked to me on Instagram Live. I know he talked to 500 other people, and so we not talking about them right now, okay? We talking about me and him. This is my 5 minutes of fame, you know? That hug lasted like 5 seconds instead of 5 minutes, bucko, and it's still mine, okay? And so, yes, in love with him, in love with DPR. Go check him out. And yeah, really, honestly, if you guys want any kind of song recommendations, let me know, because I am here to give you the jams, okay? But please always do remember that the Lord does love and bless you, okay? You are beautiful. Go see them concerts because you want to go see them concerts. Go do what you want to do in the land of the living. This is your life. Live your life well, okay? May the Lord keep you. I love you. I believe in you. You got this. And you're beautiful on the inside, no matter what your skin color is, but especially if you're looking like me. Don't let these people hype you up and tell you what you can't do. You go and show them what you can do, okay? And remember, like, your skin is beautiful, all right? And so don't ever let people try to take that from you or make you feel bad about it. You are beautiful in the skin you are in. And so anyways, I believe in you guys. I love you. And I hope whenever you view this, you have an incredible day, because it's good morning, an incredible day or an amazing night. Goodbye, guys.